Hey everybody, and welcome back to FTB Neotech. How's your guys' day been? Good? Let me know down in the comments below. So last episode we upgraded our machines. We got all the way up to HV tier power, and we got ourselves some multi-blocks here. We got ourselves 2 electric macerators, which are crushing up all of the resources coming in from our quarries underground. And this guy here is just crushing the excess stuff. So this guy will crush the ore into raw ore, and then this guy here will crush the raw ore into dust and then move it along here to be smelted. Currently smelting up a ton of steel that I've been making over there in the enrichment chamber. With that, we've also got ourselves a ton of these advanced upgrades to speed up the processing of machines. And right now I'm trying to make myself a bunch of circuits because we're going to need electronic circuits now today, which is what we're going to be doing because we're going to be upgrading our storage properly to ME drives. And also our power situation has been fixed thanks to all of the steam boilers we have down here. We have no limit of steam to provide power. And you also mentioned in the comments I should use the mechanism cables, which is actually a good shout because they don't have the network transfer limit like these guys do. Aluminium cable here at HV can only transfer about 8,000 EU a tick, where these guys can transfer like thousands of EU a tick and not have a limit. And they have an internal buffer as well. And up here, we're just providing all the power. I think one of the steam turbines up here are not getting steam, so I'm going to have to fix that. But, of course, I can't get up there because I don't have any flight, which is something I would probably like to try and get today. I don't know. Also, our trader farm here is gone. I've moved that around. Down here, next to the tree farm, I've made a new sugarcane farm, so you can see the sugarcane growing down there. That's been picked up by 2 diamond chests with a magnet upgrade and some stack upgrades to store it, and a dimensional chest to transport it back up here. I've moved my villagers upstairs, as you can see, and they are just doing the normal thing, trading the sugar cane, which is being compressed into paper. I use some logistical transport pipe to pull them across faster because item pipes, even though they take 3 seconds, this thing will be full in 3 seconds and will lose efficiency. This thing has a lot of paper, nearly 200k paper already, so we might need way more Liberian auto traders if we want to utilize all of that paper. And then I just have these 3 on the end right here, just generating up steel and analog circuits. For some reason, it doesn't feel like we're generating up as much emeralds as we did before. I feel like we're missing some. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going fast enough. I don't know, we'll see. So the plan for today, like I said, we're going to be upgrading to ME storage drives. And actually, let's start by making ourselves an ME drive. Let's upgrade ourselves to some storage disks. I already went ahead and made all these storage components. It's just crafting these guys over and over again. It just requires logic processors, calculation processors, Restonia, and a bit of glowstone. We're actually kind of out of glowstone, so we're definitely going to have to probably get more. And I think you can EMC it, so that's not going to be too bad. Down here we get some more drives, and the only other thing we're going to need to make now is a new material for making the extended drive, and that's going to be a concurrent processor. Concurrent processor is printed concurrent circuit, which is entro crystal. Entro crystal is made by combining entro dust or fluix crystals, but the way you're supposed to do it is you right click a entro seed on a fluix crystal block. So to make that, you have the seed right here. So sand, 3 under dust, 2 redstone, 2 glowstone, and some skystone. We'll make probably about 8 of it. And then we'll grab out some fluix crystals. Turn this into blocks. We have enough for 9, so we'll put 1 away. Put all this stuff away, we don't need it just yet. And then we can come over here to our underground where we're growing all of our Certus quartz. And if we just come in here and grab out some cardboard boxes, I did make myself a mechanism sawing machine so we can turn logs into sawdust. So that's how they make the cardboard boxes. So we want to remove this because I don't think the, from previous testing, the entro seed, when it grows the cluster right here, for some reason this annihilation plane won't harvest it properly. It'll keep breaking it even though it's been filtered not to. So I don't know. So we want to cardboard box this, break it, put down a fluix crystal block, and then right click with the entro seed. And if we connect up the power here again, we'll see that this thing will start growing entro crystals fairly fast. Now, of course, these guys will decay over time. So now it was mostly, or now it's mostly, where before it was fully. So now we got ourselves a crystal. We got 3. I really do wish I had a higher tier fortune. But I guess it's the same amount as on the annihilation plane. But we're probably just going to sit here and gather up about a stack of it. And then that should be enough to upgrade to the crystal assembler, which is going to require intro-infused ingots, which is submerging the dust, gold, and lapis in water. And then after that, we need to make ourselves ME disc housing, which is redstone, which we have netherite, amethyst shards, and vibrant quartz glass, which I already have all in my bag. The only thing is these are the only 2 amethyst shards we have. So I might have to go underground and find another amethyst geode. The other way we could make it doing it this, which is tiny iron, dust, quartz, water, but we don't have sodium hydroxide, unless it's not too difficult to make. We'll see. Sure, I think even just one of these drives will be enough to get us going. Let me harvest all these. Right, I have about a stack and a half now, and just to show, like, this thing, it will only harvest the actual cluster once it's fully grown. But for some reason, even though, like, I have it set up to, like, be filtered, so, like, if I go in here, filter it to say only harvest the intro crystal, it will still harvest it even before it's fully grown, which is not what I want. So, like, here, it'll harvest it, but it just keeps breaking it immediately. And we're not getting anything back from it. So I don't know why it's doing that. So if anyone knows a way to automate this, please let me know, because right now this doesn't really have a use. So with a stack and a half of these, we should be able to make ourselves our extended drives and everything now. So we should be able to just go over here, crush some of this up. So crush up maybe half a stack. But this thing might need a bit of a boost. Speaking of boost, in the comments you were mentioning that I should be able to use like lubricant to speed up machines. At first I didn't really think it was really necessary, since like most machines get up to speed fairly quickly, like the compressor and like wire mill and stuff. But actually, there's actually a good point for like, say like all the silver here. This is still going to take a while before it catches up. So if you just boost it like that, it pretty much does it all instantly. So in that way, yes, it is very handy. And especially for boosting up the blast furnace and everything, and maybe even like this guy right here. But most of the time, a lot of the machines catch up to speed fairly quickly. But if you are in a hurry, it is a good alternative. So yeah, thank you for that. So with that crushed, hopefully, has it crushed it all yet? Yes, it has. So this dust now with gold and lapis out in some water here. I'll turn off my magnet so I don't accidentally pick it back up. So I'm just going to throw this down in the water. Give it a couple of seconds to convert into ingots. There we go. We got 32 of the ingots, and the rest of the crystals here will turn into circuits. So that is going to require the concurrent press. Not sure where we actually got these. I think we must have got them off the cluster from the sky meteors, but whatever. So in here, we'll throw this there and this in here, and we'll give it the boost. Why not? We just need to wait for the efficiency to drop back down to 0 before we can boost it. So now it's started, boost it, and it'll only take a couple of seconds and it'll run through all of these. And actually, while that's doing that, let's grab our redstone here and top up our tank right here to keep making more circuits. We need a lot of circuits, especially if we want to get into auto crafting. 64 of them is done. Now we can just put back in the engineering's press and off it goes. So we want to make some of these right now, so we'll just get that to craft the last one. Now it's boosted that one. Give it a speed boost. Yeah, because ever since you mentioned this, I've been using this actually quite a lot. It is actually very handy. So 64 concurrent processors, calculation processors, and we should more or less have everything now. So let's come over here and make it. So put everything in the system, and we want to grab out our crystal assembler here. So crystal assembler is going to require an extended machine frame, which is just intro infused ingot, quartz glass, copper, and iron. There we go. Do we need this for anything else? Not really. Circuit slicer? What does the circuit slicer do? Doesn't have a use. Okay, never mind. So we just need that to make ourselves a crystal assembler. We need ourselves an ME crafting terminal, which is going to require some logic processors. So we're going to have to go make more of those. So illuminated panels, we'll make a bunch of those. And that will make us our thing once we get more logic circuits. Do I have any more? I don't think so. I'm going to have to crush up some more gold. I think I might have actually turned it all into my circuits here. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, and I don't have any left in here. Okay, so logic, press, and some gold. I guess in the meantime, while we're waiting, we might as well make ourselves our drive. So it should be just all these ingredients. Take everything out so it'll craft the next one. So ME disc housing, we get 2 of them, so which is good. And then the rest of this can go back in. And we'll grab out some of our logic circuits and get these being made. And we actually run through this lubricant very fast. See, if it doesn't reach 0 when you put more lubricant in, it just boosts up and then doesn't do anything until it reaches 0. Now we can boost it. Right, so ME disc housing, we can make 2 of these, and that should be enough storage for all of our items, hopefully. We just need to make this guy, which I thought we did have. Oh, we never made this version of it, and now we can make the crafting version. And now we can make our circuit assembler. So with that now, to make the extended ME drive, we need 2 of any cable, of any at least ME cable, a capacity card, and the drive itself. So we just need to plug this into an empty spot that has power, which here will do, I guess. Just need to connect the cable. Now it's connected, put these items in here, and it's crafting. Nice, now we have that. So now what we can do is go all the way back home. And actually one thing I want to grab is a disk manipulator. Do we have one of those? Manipulator. The thing that we can put drives in to extract from. Oh, it's the MEIO port. Okay, this is what we want. All right, and then using this guy, we can just put the drives in and it'll suck everything from our chests back into the cells. So just to start, we can say, put this right here. It should be connected to the network. And we just say, switch from our storage to a cell. And you'll see all of the items that are in these chests. It'll do very slow, but you can see the copper's being sucked out. And if we grab out some acceleration card upgrades, though, we should be able to boost this thing's speed. And isn't there actually an extended version of this guy? No, that's the spaceship IO. Yeah, this one here. So 4 acceleration cards, logic, and concurrent. Okay, that should do. So you go right here. He has space for more capacity cards, up to 5 of them. I think before it was only like, what, 4? So we need to make more acceleration card upgrades, but that can wait for a second. And swap this around, and in it goes again. And oh wow, look how fast that's jumping up. It's you're telling me this thing is draining that much power? Wow, we might need to move our controller somewhere else, or upgrade our power underground. Yeah, I don't think all these cables here are capable of transferring the power. Actually, never mind. We do have the HV thing on it, so I guess maybe just the output of the storage unit is not enough. If that's the case, we should be able to use our mechanism cables to hook up the power properly. So if we remove this and this, and if we put the controller up a block, it's a bit of a janky setup, but this should work. So put the controller here, grab out some cable, now wherever that cable is. So using that cable now, we should be able to connect this here, and now it should have plenty of power, which it does. Good. Now we'll just come out back and do this instead, because we have access to our network cable out the back here, which is running over to our factory. So that there, turn it around, and in you go. We'll put the second one in too. Oh wow, that filled up very fast. Maybe we don't have enough storage. Oh wow, okay, never mind. I thought that drive was a lot bigger than that. Yeah, we haven't even made a dent in the amount of stuff we have right now. Okay. We might need to sort some of this stuff out. Maybe put all the ingots and dusts in their own cell and then everything else in its whatever. Yeah, we might need to do it that way. Okay, give me a second to try and figure this all out. Okay, we kind of run into a little bit of an issue right now. I'm currently completely out of Certus quartz, so I can't make any more drives. And actually, I wasn't expecting this, but apparently for getting like the 1 mil drives, you are going to need a accumulation processor. And that requires printed accumulation circuits, which requires accumulation press. To make this, we're going to need a calculation and an engineering press and a singularity. I've already gone ahead and made all this, but the singularity was actually kind of hard to fill, because apparently in this pack, the sinks are not infinite. It's empty. So there is no water in the sinks, so we can't just pump water into it infinitely. So I ended up using all of our paper supply that our villagers here were using to fill it up. We're slowly building it back up now, but yeah, I kind of ran through all of it. So if we are going to be making more like singularities for like quantum rings and stuff, we're going to need to come up with some sort of solution for, I don't know, like an infinite water export. And I don't think we have an infinite. Oh no, we do. We have the infinity cell. This might work. I actually completely forgot we have this. So we might get the cobblestone one and the water one. But first, we're going to need to get more Certus quartz. How are we going to get more? Apart from just farming it using an annihilation plane, we can actually EMC it. So let's work on Project E. Or in this pack, I think it's called Equivalent Exchange. Yeah, it's called Equivalate Exchange in this pack. So we want to make ourselves the Philosopher's Stone. And to do that, we're going to need an Empowerer. So to make that, we're going to need ourselves some display stands, which is going to be quartz, green quartz, and I think, yeah, just regular ethic quartz. So if we look up quartz here, we have some smooth quartz, but that's not what we want. We want normal quartz, and then we want to turn some of it into chiseled quartz, like so. And then we want to throw this in front of our atomic reconstructor, like so. So that's that one, and then this is the green version. Okay, and we're also going to require some diamantine. Have I made any of this already? No, so that's just throwing some diamonds in front of it now. So diamonds and more diamonds. There we go. So 2 stacks should be plenty for now. So we need to upgrade to the display stand, which is going to require some advanced coils, which is going to require this. We'll probably make about 8 of them, because I think we need a few for making the batteries for the actual Empowerer itself. So we want to make ourselves 1 display stand just to start, and actually we might as well make all the advanced coils. In here we need 2 iron casings, and we're also going to require the battery. The battery is a nori crystal and some single batteries, which is battery alloy and more nori crystals. And a nori crystals is just iron thrown into front of the reconstructor. Like so. So single battery, wait, do we know how, oh, we need curved battery alloy. Okay, so single battery, upgrade down to a double battery, and then we can make ourselves our actual Empowerer after our display stand. Perfect. And actually, as a quest reward in here, we actually get the 4 display stands, so we don't need to craft those either. So that's good. The only thing we need now is a little bit of cable, so we'll just use the basic universal cable. We need to run some power over. How can we do that? Because right now, the only downside to using mechanism cables is we can't have 2 of the same, like, 2 connections. You can only have power or items, whereas with these cables, you can have items and power. But I guess that won't be too much of an issue once we get into, like, proper order crafting with applied energistics. I guess for now, we'll just throw down some MV steam turbines. I plan to do it in the corner right here, so we want to put the Empowerer dead center here. We need to have 2 block gap between each of the display stands. So it'll go like that. And then underneath them here, we need to run our cables. This is where we probably should actually use the aluminium cable so we can cover it so it doesn't show through the floor. Yeah, something like that. And then we can just run the power cable up through here and then connect it onto the turbines. We don't need that many. I think, yeah, the 5 here should be more than enough. And we'll just point these guys down. And then we just need to run the steam pipe over to give them some power. There we go. So they're getting power and everything here should fill up. Just fill in all the holes. And are they getting power? No. These guys are full of power. Why isn't the cable extracting out the power? Do I have to reconnect them? Why isn't this working? Will this energy cable do it instead? Oh wait, that's because this cable is HV. My bad. I forgot about that. So actually we should be using a HV steam turbine. That's what's wrong. Okay, maybe I should just go back and replace all the cables. I think it's electrum wire is what we want to use instead. Yeah, that's why we weren't getting the power out of it. My bad. Let me just swap all the cables out. All right, now that they're all full of power, we can start empowering our diamantine crystals. So to upgrade these guys to empowered will actually be more efficient to do it in block form. We want to grab ourselves 2 clay, a clay block, and some light blue dye. We just need some bone meal, turn into white dye, and then we can make ourselves some light dye. All right, and then the rest is just clay. So just grab a few stacks of clay, and there we go. So diamantine crystal in the center, 1 blue, 2 clay balls, and 1 clay block. There should be lasers coming through, but it could be just a visual bug. But you can see the particles coming off the center, so you know it's working. And we only need the 1 for now. Eventually, we can automate this thing. The only thing about using the block, it does take a little bit longer. But there we go, it's done. So using this diamantine crystal block, turn it back into just single ones, and now we can use that to make our Philosopher's Stone. That pretty much unlocks EMC for us, essentially. Covalence dust, done. We already have all them. Cool. Using this now, we can actually turn iron into ender pearls, which is good because we need more ender pearls if we want to go to the end. We can turn gold into diamonds and everything, but the main thing we're looking for is alchemical coal. We want to turn as much of our coal here into alchemical coal, and then we want to upgrade that to Mobius fuel, and then into our alternative fuel. Cool. Now we can turn that into dark matter and turn that dark matter then into like tools and stuff if we wanted to. But the main thing we want is a condenser. So condenser is going to require synthetic rubber. So we're going to have to come up with a bit of that. We're going to have to get ourselves a nether star, a digital circuit, eclipse alloy, which means we do need to go to the end. Actually, no, there's an easier way. We just need a transmutation table. If we grab this guy here, it requires an empowered void crystal and some refined obsidian. Refined obsidian requires an osmium compressor. That shouldn't be too difficult. Just grab out some obsidian dust and some diamonds to make some enriched diamonds. And we'll also grab out some osmium. Where's my osmium? There it is. We'll just hook this up over here, just a random power. Doesn't have to be anything special at the moment. We'll just connect it right here. I forgot the cable. I can't wait till we get wireless access to all this. And then essentially in here, we just want to say, clear all this, power in the back, items in the top, output out the bottom, auto eject, and just osmium. And we just need to enrich some of this stuff. So take me out all of this because I don't want this being used. We'll stick this in here for the time being. Enrich some diamonds into enriched diamond. Come in here, we'll just dump this and put the diamond instead, and then the dust. That will give us refined obsidian that we can stick in here to make refined obsidian ingots. Good. Let's go kill ourselves a wither now. To do that, I think I have one skull. We are going to have to go to the nether fortress. And if I remember, I think that one's pretty far away. Did I put a waypoint down? I can't remember if I have a teleport pad down in here. I think I did. I did. Okay, so we can just stand on this thing. It'll bring us to the nether fort. I block myself into protection. And there's the skeletons we need to take out. So, ooh, there's a good few of them over here. So let's do this. Hopefully we can get two skulls fairly quickly. We also need to watch out for all the blazes. That's too many skeletons at once. Ooh, shoot me with arrows. Oh, I see you back there. Oh, the skeleton's attacking him. He killed the skeleton? No way. I don't want to knock you off in case you drop a skull. He didn't. Okay. I guess I'll be back once I have 2 more skulls. And try not to die in the same process. Alright, we got the 3 skulls. Let's get out of here. Right. Oh wait, I didn't grab any soul sand, did I? Or do I have soul sand? I do. Okay, we did grab some. Okay, cool. We need to go underground somewhere and take out this wither. And just be on the safe side, I'm going to take some golden apples with me. I'm sure we probably won't need them, but it's always good to be prepared. Okay, this should be a good enough spot, so let's summon him. Are you kidding me? This is what he looks like? Oh my god, that is terrifying. Golden apples at the ready. He exploded. Let's eat one just to be on the safe side and let's go in and kill him. Oh my god, this guy is terrifying looking. As long as we don't, or keep an eye on our health, we should be okay. And we're not losing that much health. Now that I say that, I think we are. Yep, back. Whoa, we're on 3 hearts. Eat. Regen some health. And go back in. Come on, we can do this before we die. Yeah, there we go. Eat another apple just in case. And now we need to wait for the wither effect to go away before we can teleport home. And it's going to last another 30 seconds. Great. So with that now, we should be able to make our transmutation table. Oh yeah, we need a refined obsidian. And this one is flint, coal, stone, and black dye. So a nori crystal or void crystal, coal, black dye, flint, and some stone. Give it a couple of seconds. All right, so empowered void crystal. We need to grab our refined obsidian ingots. 21 of them. That's not bad. Actually make some decent armor out of this stuff, but we just need to turn this back into void crystals and transmutation table. And I think we can upgrade this guy into the portable one. We just need 4 blocks of dark matter, and now this one is transportable, and we can just stick anything in here that has EMC. And I think now, yeah, we unlocked the ability to be able to see what actually has EMC. So that's not too bad. So with that then, I want to grab out some Certus quartz, stick this in here, and now we can take out a bunch, but we're going to need a lot of EMC to do that. So let's make more dark matter. And all right, there we go. We have upgraded everything to drives. All of our items are now stored within, and this one is nearly full. So this one's just random junk that we didn't filter. There's still a lot of stuff we could filter. Like if I was to pick these 2 things up, you can see like there's still like 11k copper, 11k uranium, Certus quartz, copper, wire, and bronze. There's a lot of things in here we can still try and figure out and sort. But I think for now, this is a good starting point. And now that I broke those, I want to put back up the priority so it'll try and store items inside the filtered cells before trying to put them in a random cell here. So that's pretty good. So the last thing I want to do now is prepare for next episode where we're definitely going to go fight the dragon. I've been putting it off for long enough. We need to do it so I can get this flight potion. So what are we going to do? We are going to make ourselves red matter armor. I've went ahead and made some, but as you can see, we don't actually have a lot. Now, how do I make the armor? Is it just out of this? Oh, I need to start with dark matter armor. Okay, give me out some more stacks of diamond blocks, because these have like the most EMC at the moment. Dark matter and more red matter. Should have plenty of it now. So dark matter, we want a dark matter sword. We want, I think all the handles are just made out of diamonds. Might as well just make ourselves a full set of tools. There we go. And then we can upgrade these guys here to red matter. Okay, and now with that, we want to make ourselves two sets of armor. And it looks like it's just made like any normal armor. Doesn't need anything special. And you might notice the tools that we made have a bar. I think we can increase, look how fast the digging speed on this is, 16. We're only 11 on our netherite pick. So this is actually pretty good. And then we just upgrade these all to netherite or red matter. Is there any special bonuses we get with the red matter armor? Can we fly with it? No. Oh yeah, it actually doesn't look too bad. I kind of like it. Not too bad. Now, I think there's a button I can press. Is it V? Yes. So it went from still at 13 attack damage, but I don't know. Whoa, look at that swing speed. Let's go see if we can defeat some mobs. I wonder, can it one-shot a zombie? Because my netherite sword can't. Be interesting to see. Of course, it's raining. The best test would be on the Enderman over here. If he stays there... No, never mind. He's gone. Let's try you. Oh, you're wearing armor, so this is perfect. So, what can we one-shot you? Really? Huh. Then what's the point of charging the thing? Is it how fast we can swing it? Nope. And what is the point? Like, I mean, he died instantly from just swinging like crazy. Yeah, I really don't know what the difference is. I mean, this works pretty good. I wonder, is it range? No, it's nothing to do with range. If anyone knows what charging these tools do, that would be good to know. I think even like the axe might just be the speed. Oop, don't drop it. Can we spam the axe as well? Okay, not as much as the sword. And my armor's not even protecting me that much. I mean, we could take you out pretty easily. Or not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a good investment to make red matter tools. Let me know in the comments whether or not these are good or not. I mean, it insta-mines dirt. Charging the tools don't seem to do anything. Yeah, I think for now I'm just going to stick with my netherite armor. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell when you're at it then as well. So without any further ado, goodbye. I have an arrow in the center of my forehead. Lovely. Goodbye.